All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a new tab. I'm going to go to this. Okay. So step number one is click file. So if you have a pen and paper, you can actually jot this down. If you have a phone, you can actually take a picture. If you want to print screen, you can do it as well. All right. So step number two is once you have click file, you may click options. Okay. If you don't have options, no worries. You can actually click more. Okay. So once you click more, you will go to options. Step number three is a big window will appear. All right. And step number four is you click to customize ribbon. Okay. And number five is you can actually tick developer tab. All right. So number one is you click file. Okay. So once you click file, you click more. And once you click more, you go to options. Once you go options, can you see one big window over here? If you can see big window, maybe you can type number one in the chat box. A big window will appear. So this is a big window. All right. So if you can see customize ribbon. So you just click on the customize ribbon and you will notice that on your right hand side, there is a developer tab. That means your word is developer. Okay. So you just tick this and you can just click OK. So once you click OK, you will notice that there is a developer tab over here. Okay, so this is a basic Excel. So now at least you know how to play around. So this is a developer tab over here. Or the other way is you just right click and you go to customize ribbon. You right click and you just click customize ribbon. You will go over here. Okay, so basically there's a lot of features. You know, quick access toolbar, you know, customize ribbon, you know, developer, and also if you have your laptop have draw, you can actually use draw. What is draw? Okay, let me show you. Draw means is something like this. Okay, you have a draw here. So you just say you are sharing screen, you are teaching your students or you're presenting to your manager, you can actually use this. If your laptop has touch screen, you can actually use this as well. Okay, and so what I'm going to teach you is I'm going to teach you developer, and what I'm going to teach you is I'm going to teach you form control. Okay, I'm going to teach you combo box, and I'm going to teach you spin button. Okay, if you have a pen and paper, you can jot this down. If you have a phone, you can actually take a picture. Combo box. Okay, before combo box, form control. All right, can you see the insert controls over here? If you can see insert control, maybe you can type number 2 in the chat box. Okay, because I'm teaching this over online, so I don't know really if you understand, because sometimes the internet connection can be slow. Sometimes I will be teaching too fast, so that's why I will always ask my students or participants to just type in the chat box. Okay, so once you click insert, can you see form control? If you can see form control, maybe you can type number 3 in the chat box. For my Malaysia friends, maybe you can type nombor 3 in the chat box. Okay, so 3 means 3 in Malay word, Malay language. All right. Okay, so form control, and then if you notice over here, there's a word called combo box. Okay, so can you see combo box? If you can see combo box, maybe you can type number 4 in the chat box. All right. So for my friend Malaysia, maybe you can just type nombor 4. Okay, 4 means 4 in Malay language. So combo box over here, and I'm going to draw. Okay, once I click the combo box, this is called the combo box. So what is this combo box? Combo box is something like your drop down list. Meaning, if just say I right click, once I right click, can you see the word format control? If you can see format control, maybe you can type number 6 in the chat box. Please type number 6, or in Malay we call it number 6 in the chat box. Okay, we have students from India, we have students from Malaysia. So okay, so format control, and then you will see another window over here. Can you see this window? If you can see this box, maybe you can type number 7. We have input range, we have cell link. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do, this input range, okay, I'm just going to select this and I'm going to click OK. All right, so if you notice over here, this is what they call the drop down list. This is actually the combo box. So you can select this, you can select this, you can select this. Okay, as I know this is a very basic Microsoft Excel, I'm not going to cover this in detail, but at least you know something. You can actually do some presentation, in your Excel. So if just say you click this, you can click some details. Of course, my data is here, is different, it's about notes. But if just say you have data like sales or your company, your employer's name or your department, with few clicks, you can show the performance. Okay, so this is what they call as the combo box. Next, I'm going to teach you is spin button. Spin button is something that you can increase or decrease. Okay, so what is spin button? You go to insert, and can you see spin button over here? If you can see spin button, maybe you can just type number 8 in the chat box. Okay, in Malay language, we call number 8 as nombor 8. So if you can see this, maybe you can type number 8 or 8 in the chat box. Okay, so you click this and you draw this. Okay, so this is your spin button. Okay, so what the spin button can do? Okay, you right click, you go to format control. Can you see the format control? If you can see format control, maybe you can type number 9 in the chat box. Okay, please type number 9 if you can see format control. So you click this, a box will appear, and then you just link, maybe I link in J5. Okay, I link J5, I put 1000 and I press OK. So now when I press the up arrow, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. If I press down, it decrease, increase, and decrease. Okay, do you learn something new? If you learn something new, maybe you can type yes in the chat box.